Today's subject, fat people. Now, I got a lot to say about this. I got a lot of fat people I know, and most of the people I hate happen to be fat. Does it have to do with them being fat? No. What? Okay. Anyway, um, yeah, a lot of fat people I don't like. Now, this ranges. Now, I think a lot of fat people have some things in common, but it depends on the gender, race, age. It depends on a lot of stuff. Now, one of the things that here's Exhibit A. Here's Exhibit A. Now we're gonna talk about a fat white woman. Now I have a black friend, black male friend, who liked this girl who I was friends with, who was a big fat white woman, fat woman. She was a big lady. He's in the snow bunnies. This is a big chungus type catch. This is enough for the hunters to feast all winter. You know, they could get this and just hibernate. You don't even have to catch more food to last them the winter. You know, that's enough for them. It's a big bunny. So here's the thing, because she's such a big fat person, she was in high school. We were in high school, you know, and then this is between high school and college because we just got out of high school. So she can't find love. Everyone just like does stuff with her, like, oh, suck my dick, and then they stop talking to her. They stop talking to her because that's what you do with big chungus woman. I mean, that's not what I would do with big chungus woman, but that's what these guys are doing, and I don't agree with it, but that's how it is, and that's what they do to her. So she really wants. She would go up to my girlfriend and be like, I just want a healthy relationship like yours, where it's a man who loves me for who I am and does things for me. Here comes my black friend. Oh, my snow bunny, big chungus goddess. I'll die for you. You know? He's a good guy. He really would have done anything for her. And then she goes off to college, and they're talking. And so she's like, I miss you. Like, they haven't even kissed or anything. They haven't hugged. Nothing. Nothing. Fuck! Nothing yet. So she's like, you should come down to my college and get a hotel room and spend the night. Now, this is a 6-hour drive, but he does it immediately because he's a good man like that. He's a good man who will drop anything for his woman, anything to please her, anything to like, he's a good man. He's got a good heart. This is the sweetest man. I love him. He's my little sweetie. He's my little boy. He's my little angel. Fuck! So he agrees to do it, and he puts together what little money he has, like, for this is a big purchase. It's like getting all the gas to go down there, getting a hotel room for both of them. I don't know if I mentioned that. He got a hotel room for both of them for one night. What is wrong with me today? Jesus Christ. So he goes down there, and this girl was talking up all this game. Like, yeah, we're going to spend in your hotel room. I'm so excited to see you. No, you're the first guy to treat me right. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. You know that bunny from Alice in Wonderland with the all roads lead to Rome? Tick-tock. Tick-tock. This is bad. This guy doesn't know, though. He's never had his heart broken. He's about to learn a valuable lesson. You don't go for the big chungus type women. Usually, if someone is fat, now this is not every time. I don't want to sound like fatphobic. That word, I'm not every. You know, this is not the most controversial thing. If you use the word fatphobic, if you have a problem with people having a problem with an unhealthy lifestyle that gets you killed early on, that affects you in so many ways, you're just like a fucking retard. You're like a fucking idiot. If you people, here's the thing. Think about, I heard this on House MD. He says, you know why we don't see as much stuff for lung cancer as we see for breast cancer? It's because lung cancer, we victim blame. We're like, oh, well, you shouldn't have smoked. You shouldn't have smoked. You knew what you were doing. This is all your fault. Why can't we be treating fat bitches like that? I swear to God, these people have all these health problems, and I'm not saying that this apathetic approach is the right thing, but we gotta have there shouldn't be a double standard. If you know that you shouldn't be doing this, and you're doing it anyway, you're eating like this, you're still, oh yeah, then you're gonna be great and fat, and it's not good for you. And if you have kids too, you're dooming them to not have a father or a mother earlier on that they need to. They could have you longer in their life. You're doing a bad thing, especially to yourself, but to everyone around you too. Why? Because you like food. Food is like not even top 3 things in the world. I don't know, sex more than food. Just become like a sex addict instead. That probably won't kill you if you do it with the same person every day. Or if you use protection. Anyways, this girl, he goes down there. As soon as the guy shows up, she switches up and he takes her to Walmart and she starts like having like a panic attack. Another topic, panic attacks. Specifically, fat bitches and panic attacks. Now, there was this fat non-binary person at one of my jobs named I was about to name drop. I can't name drop, bro, but their name is fucking stupid. It's a name they came up with. If you transgender, if you non-binary and you give yourself a new name, that's okay. But if you choose something as stupid as this bitch chose, I should get to laugh at. This is like, I can't say what the name is. I really fucking wish I could. I really wish I could. If you're ever reading like a comic book and you see an onomatopoeia, you see like a boom, crack, thwack. It's one of those. I can't say which one. It's not one of the ones I said. But one of those, if you read a book, it's one of those. Now, this bitch, I don't know why the fuck she would call herself that. I thought it was so funny. When she told me her name, I started laughing. I was like, yeah, sure, bro. This girl would work in the restaurant. The second things got busy, nothing. There'd be a rush. She starts talking about having a panic attack. I'm having a panic attack. This bitch had 5 panic attacks in 1 week. Don't even leave the house at that point, bro. What the fuck is wrong with you? And then my girlfriend, because me and my girlfriend worked at the same spot, would try to be friends with her. Like, because my girlfriend tries not to judge people by their cover. Now I do. And just between you and me, I think I've not had to deal with as much shit because of that. Now, it's not always a nice thing to do. But this girl was straight up retarded. My girlfriend would be like telling her stories like, yeah, I went to this, with my friends, yeah. This girl would be like, I was on Twitter the other day posting my Danganronpa cosplay and someone told me I looked fat. Like, this would be the shit all she would talk about. Spends all day on Twitter cosplay. This is a really big fat person. Now, I might be wondering why I'm switching up the story. Because fat bitches with panic attacks, I don't know, something rubs me the wrong way. I repeat, you cannot see someone having a panic attack and say, hey, you're faking it, little boy. You're faking it, little bro. You can't say that because they might actually be having a panic attack. And then if you say that, you're going to hell, They're going to the hospital. You're going to hell. You're a bad person. Now everyone hates you. There's an episode of How I Met Your Mother where he thinks the guy is like faking having a heart attack, and he starts laughing at him. I don't know if it was a heart attack or choking or what. He starts laughing at him, and then the dude actually like goes to the fucking hospital, and then everyone thinks he's an ass. This is what I'm talking about, though. But this bitch would have a panic attack every 2 seconds. There's some people who think, oh, if I feel stress, that means it's a panic attack, and they start acting it out. These bitches that watched Puss in Boots, The Last Wish or whatever the fuck, and they think that's not you, little bro. That's not you, little bro. So back to the first girl. Now both of these women are big fat white women. Little side story about I don't know. I'm just gonna call her Bongo because she has a stupid fucking name and I can't say it, but it's just as stupid as Bongo. Little side stuff. She was like, I'm gonna marry my friend, right? On graduation of high school, I'm gonna marry my friend. Proposed to her, instantly got dumped. That shit was so funny. She was crying about it on her story, like, don't hit me up. So, anyways, the first fat bitch, we're going back here. She starts faking a panic attack in the car as soon as he shows up to her town, and here's what happened. This girl went to college and realized how easy it is to get some dick in college. It's also easy to get some pussy in college. You can be an Indian deformed hunchback who's 5'2". You could get play in college. It is so easy. Now, this is why I keep my girlfriend locked up and she can't get an education. That's why. So, this girl, she starts talking to all these guys at the same time. Yeah, that shit's so easy. So she's like, "Oh, now I have options." And the only reason I acted like I was really into this guy is because I'm a desperate hoe. Like I just wanted, you know. And now that I got options, oh, this guy doesn't mean that much to my friend. Already spent all this money, all this time, all this effort. He's already down there. He's already down there, and she starts because she can't pick her mind on the 45 dicks from like all the deformed guys. She starts faking a panic attack, and my friend's like, "Are you okay?" Because he's a good guy. He doesn't suspect this shit. And she's like, "I need to go to my dorm room." He takes her to her dorm room, and then later on he sees her location. She's like, "Hey, like I'll meet you up for dinner. I just need to spend time alone." He sees her location because we all have each other on Life 360. She's like eating at some fucking she's eating in the cafeteria of her college, and the guy starts freaking out to asking me like, "What should I do? Like, what did I mess up?" I'm like, "No, dude. I'm gonna be real with you. She's definitely with that guy. Like, I don't want to piss you. I'm sorry, but like, I think that's what's going on. I think you got trolled by the big chung." And he's like, "I don't believe this." And he goes down there, and he walks in. This big fat bitch who could not score anything to save her life. She's eating with some guy, and they're flirting with each other. And my friend goes up to her, and he's like, "Hey, just let me get my stuff out of your dorm. I just want to go home." And you know what this bitch does? She texts him afterwards, and is like, "Hey, I got molested a year ago at a Halloween party, and when you showed up, and caught her cheating, dude." That reminded me of the time I got molested. You reminded me of my molester. That's what this bitch starts saying. And my friend, because he's a good guy. He's a good guy. So he immediately is like, "Oh my god, I'm so sorry." He starts talking to me. He's upset. He's like, "Oh my god, like what am I doing?" Like I'm like, "Hey, listen, buddy. Listen. You did nothing wrong. This is a big fat bitch who's playing the victim." So this bitch, we were her only friends. So I'm gonna take one for the team. I block her out of every fucking group chat that both of us are in, and I inform the people about what she's done. So now she has no friends besides the ones at college with Down syndrome, and she starts getting really fucking mad at the guy. He starts being like, "Yeah, it reminds me of when you." I had to talk my friend, realizing, hey, this bitch is pure evil. This is a big fat bitch who's trying to get in your head and fill you with fucking shit. Like, this is an evil big bitch. This is an evil bitch. Do not listen to her. It was not your fault. It was not your fault. I had to fucking convince him. He was like, dude, it was actually breaking my heart. It's breaking my heart to see someone who is such a good, caring guy who would go the extra mile for someone just because he likes them and he's like, "Oh, she's never been treated right. I'll treat her right. That's a trap! That's a trap, motherfucker! If anyone ever says they've ever been treated right, there's a good damn reason. Oh, all my relationships, they're all crazy." Really? Let me tell you something. I've been in I was in one thing. It wasn't really a relationship, but it was like a girl that I did stuff with. She was insane. She's the worst person I've ever. At the time when I was, when that happened, I was at the worst mental point in my life. So I also did a lot of retarded shit. Understandable. You have to be a little bit fucked up for something that fucked up to happen. And that's not victim blame. I'm not saying it's both your faults equally. I'm just saying, it takes two to tango. That's what I'm saying. Let me check my phone real quick. Oh my lord. So she starts saying all this shit about, "You reminded me of the time I got raped at a Halloween party." I'm not gonna make any jokes about that, but I'm gonna say something. The way this bitch would talk about it, I'm so sorry. I don't believe her. I'm sorry. I don't believe her, because she would tell stories completely wrong, completely full of lies, and we wouldn't find out till later. And this happened so many times that when she just casually drops, "Yeah, I got molested at Halloween," I don't know, man. And I'm not saying 100% it's not true. I'm just saying you have to. I don't know about that one. I don't know. And the fact that she's using it to victim blame the guy who walked in on her cheating. She felt fear in her heart because she realized she fucked up, and then she's using that for that. I don't know. It rubs me all the wrong way. And I think what she did there, bringing that shit up, knowing my friend is too much of a good guy to catch on to this bullshit. Not me. I'm a master. I'm a master I'm a seasoned veteran. You know what I mean? I've talked to a lot of women who pull shit out like that. I'm not falling for it. This guy, I think I helped him out with my experience. So yeah, this big bitch starts saying all this stuff about, oh, I'm so depressed, dude. I might drop out of college because I'm losing you guys as my friends. What? What? Are you retarded? What? I might drop out of college because my only 4 friends left me because I started telling one of them who I cheated on that he reminds me of the guy who supposedly molested me. I pulled that shit out during an argument where I was in the wrong because I cheated. What? Hello? And it had me scratching my head this shit is fucked up. And here's the thing about fat people. Here is how it all ties back. This bitch is fat. She's never gotten attention from guys in her life. As soon as she got some attention, she didn't give a fuck about who the people were, just that there were people. She wanted people in her life this whole time, but she didn't care about who the people were. So when she realized, oh, I don't need, I have other people, not just these one. It doesn't even matter who the people are. And she treated them like shit. She's a horrible person. And did it have to do because of her being fat? Probably not. It had to do with a bunch of stuff. But this sort of low self-esteem that comes with being fat makes you fucked up. And I think if you're fat, sometimes there's an amount of time in there where it's a bit of a fucking you don't really look at yourself. And you have a lot of things wrong with you don't bother fixing. And you really, a lot of these bitches be like, I'm in this hole, wah, 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 wah. I'm in this hole. No one loved me. No one loved me. No one loves anyone until you fucking put the work. Would I have most of the people I have in my life now if I had no ambitions, if I didn't give a shit, if I was negative all the time? No! No, motherfucker, no! And that's why these bitches want to. I have no one for good reason. You know what my Chinese friend told me, and it still sticks with me. It's the funniest shit I've ever heard, but it's true. She said in China, we have a saying that you don't Here's the thing: you can't walk, you get a walking stick. What's the first thing you get rid of? The walking stick. This black guy was the walking stick. We've all been the walking stick. We've all had a walking stick. That's the thing. You ever get a new job and you're like, oh, I haven't made any friends here yet. And you make the first friend and he's kind of retarded and everyone else thinks he or she is retarded. And he's you know what I mean? And then it's as soon as you get in there and you make better friends, you stop talking to them. We've all done that kind of shit, not just at work, but when we're young, when we're 16 and we don't realize. Now you learn not to do that stuff, but you're a little selfish when you're growing up. But yeah, this bitch is evil, and it's not to say that she's a horrible person and there's no hope for her, but that shit's unforgivable. And even now, well, it's not unforgivable, At the end of the day, 19 years old, whatever. But it's fucked up. It's fucked up, and to play the victim when that shit happens, yeah, I don't know. Exhibit B. Let me think, Exhibit B. I got a lot of examples I can use here. I got a lot of fat people I don't like. I can't name drop or get too personal, but there's this other girl who was pretty fat. Yeah, fuck it. She's my girlfriend's cousin. She's really fat. And the day I met her, I brought my best friend because I thought it'd be weird me going out with 2 girls. So I brought my best friend and we went to some snow cone place. I forgot what it's called. Actually, because they had a Sonic the Hedgehog event. Oh, it was what the fuck? Bahama something. So we went there. Whatever. And she sends a Snapchat to her boyfriend who, what the fuck? Man, whatever, bro. So she sends a Snapchat to her boyfriend who sees 2 guys at the table. And she lied to her boyfriend and was like, yeah, I'm going out with my cousin, which is true, but there were 2 guys there. So the guy's like, fuck you, I'm breaking up with you. This is a 2-year relationship, just ended in seconds the day I met her. And I start joking. I'm like, we're on the ride home, dude. It was so fucking funny. She called the boyfriend, and she was saying like, "Baby, I love you," and the dude said, "Bruh," and me and my friend started laughing in the car. We were on speakerphone. I don't know why she had us on speakerphone actually, but we got home. My friend left, and I told her like I was trying to like it was awkward, so I was like, oh, wouldn't it be funny if this is how like you and my friend fell in love? Like that'd be funny. That'd be a silly story. Then this bitch starts making up this big giant fake fantasy about this guy. Oh my god, this is actually a story I should save for a whole fucking video because it ends with like legal shit and a lot of it's fucked up. But basically this girl would like be in the most like whatever like a guy looked at me and she would romanticize this is what these fat bitches it's like a book talk thing I think too. They read all these stories, they watch The Notebook and they think all of a sudden, oh my god, me and this guy had one interaction, I'm gonna this is like a female chud. This is like a chuz type moment. I have one interaction with this guy. He's definitely my husband who, like in a Hallmark movie, I should abandon my long-term boyfriend for. It's all this shit, and I see this a lot in fat bitches. And I'm sick. I'm sick and tired of hearing the word fatphobic. And this is not... I'm not breaking new ground. I'm not like Christopher Columbus. This is not unexplored. A lot of people hate the term fatphobic. Let me say something. If you... I don't know if I already said that. If you're fat, it's the same thing as like I'm gonna be real. I had to restart the recording because my shit fucked up. But so I don't know if I said this already. I'm sorry. I watched House. There's an episode where he's talking about how breast cancer. Everyone's like, oh, breast cancer, but then lung cancer. You never see any awareness for it. Why? Because people who have lung cancer, they smoked. So it's their fault, right? So we should victim blame them. Now I'm not saying I agree or disagree with that, but he's got a point. Why can't we treat fat people the same way? They chose to shovel that shit into their mouth. They chose eating a little bit more hamburger over their families, over their longer lives, over their health, over their body. And that should really be frowned upon. And I understand, like, this is like don't support teen pregnancy, but support pregnant teens. Let's support fat people who are trying to change. Let's support them. But fat people who really just like, I'm fat and beautiful. Dude, people thought fat people were beautiful in the 1700s when you had to eat. It's like the crudes. You got a drop of fucking like dinosaur egg to eat all week. So you'd see a fat person be like, oh, they're wealthy, you know? Besides that, nah, dude. And I had a friend who was into inflation. He'd jork it to that shit. His celeb crush was Lizzo. You know, so maybe it's all for him. Maybe like he's got like there's somewhere no one wants to go and it's all for him. But I really don't think we should be especially like with this EBT shit going around. These fat people who claim disability from being fat. What the fuck are you doing? Like, just stop. Just stop eating food. It's not that hard. Inject some Retta, boy. I don't know, Ozempic. Go to the doctor. If you wanted to, you would, and you don't want to. Therefore, you don't deserve anyone's pity. It's an addiction. It's true, but you don't help someone who's still injecting heroin. You help them after they agree to stop. I don't know. And all the people I've met who are fat, there's a couple ways to tell if someone's a narcissist. And I think being fat sometimes is one of the... Sometimes. Not even half the time, but sometimes. Because I've met these bitches. For example, someone who I cannot say who their relationship to me is because that's bad. This big fat bitch. She's like 50. Retarded. Rotting brown teeth. Retarded. I hate her. And it's one of these things where you can tell, and it's like being fat, making a big deal out of your birthday. That's another one. If you think, oh, everyone should come suck my dick on my birthday, that's probably a sign that something's wrong with you. It's just a day, little bro. Like, calm down, But you just want everything to be about you. But it's always these people that are very entitled. You should not be entitled to anything if you're fat, except like maybe some Retatrutide. But then it's gonna be like $150. So, $150. That's how much I but I lost 40 pounds without it. And I'm trying to lose like maybe 10 or 15 more with it. But I don't know. I don't know if I'm gonna lose that much more weight. That's not the point though. I think we should support fat people who want to change. But we shouldn't support fat people who don't want to change. Because that's fucked up, I don't know. That's it. That's the end of my topic. Fat bitches.